You come back to Ryan.
All that.
Two beers, 3 waters, Ryan.
3 and 3. I want a beer too.
Yo, man, my man Ryan. They got my man Ryan on a dummy mission, man.
Yeah,
right. That's
You
want to be down right now?
I was getting ready to bring Vail. Yeah.
Too many girls over here. Had to bring the fellas over, huh?
They don't been getting no money.
Listen, man. DJ Hampton Stampede. We in the building. Inside the Locker Room, episode 2. Live. We've been doing Inside the Locker Room, but it was virtual. So now we in person. I got my man Tino in the building. Tino, say what up.
What up?
Sean was good.
What's Gucci, y'all?
Oh my God. Dre, what up?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Ron?
Oh, what Too Short say? Treat me like a pimp even if I ain't got no hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh. All right. I'm impromptu, but we're going to have a good time. All right. Yeah, good.
No, you in the water. He ain't get it.
You forgot the water, Ryan?
Yo, leave Ryan.
He said he don't want. He said he didn't want
mine.
All right, yeah, good now. You got your water and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all prepared. You got your liquor, water.
We're good to go.
Yo, Ron.
What up?
I'm just asking. So let's say you got a chick, right?
Here we go.
You listening?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you got a chick. You've been dating her for like 2 years, shorty, right?
Okay.
So boom, your man come home, right?
Okay.
He was down for like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
So he come home, he see you with shorty, right? Then y'all just talking. He said, yo, remember the chick that I was telling you about before I went in?
Mm-hmm.
That used to top me off all crazy?
Yeah.
That's her.
Okay.
You staying?
Why wouldn't I?
Expound on
Everybody lose they starting point guard at one time or another. You know what I'm saying? Hey, at least I know she wasn't fucking with you. You was gone. That's one less I got to worry about.
So, and now just to make sure we understand the scenario, and she was one of his. I mean, she was his cum dump.
Yeah.
You saying?
Hey, everybody's been something to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can see if we was all together at the same time. You said he was locked up, he was gone, he wasn't in the picture. It wasn't like it was back and forth. Hey, I didn't did that to somebody, and now hey, they happily married. You know what I'm saying? This is how it go.
Okay, so you sticking with her?
Yeah, I mean, if it's my one, now if it was something else, I might be like, you know. But you said 2 years with a girl for 2 years. I mean, I like something about it.
All right, Dre.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't. I didn't catch the entire thing. So you're saying this is my girlfriend, and I found out that my homie, you just smashed.
Yeah. And now he was gone though, right? So they didn't. Not like she tried to hide it. She ain't know he. But then he came home like, yo, bro, remember the chick? Remember the chick I was telling you about?
Yeah,
that's her.
So how don't we know? Why don't we ask questions about who the person was dating me beforehand? I mean, we all talk about
bro. She was a cum dump.
Oh, well then, no. I mean, you don't take it seriously, then. It was a come down.
But wait a minute. Does any? But wait a minute. But like in the initial point where you meet a new chick, does anybody really care who she was with before?
We don't.
Unless you have intentions like, oh, she's the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
You have a mic. Your mic. So the thing about that is that is right. But if it's one of your friends, though. That's something different.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I could meet a girl tomorrow, and you might have messed with her. And I ain't talked to you in 4 more days, and like, hey, look, we on date number 3.
Okay.
but then I gotta check in with all my peoples. It's like, hey, who you slept with?
No, I don't think you check in with all your peoples. But this is my man's. Like, I mean, clearly somebody's one of my really good friends, right?
Only something to your friend doesn't matter. That's how I look at it. And then if that's the case, you should know.
Well, I can. My thing is, I cannot. I wouldn't be able to get that image out of my head. Me personally, right? One of my good friends, one of my friends that I see all the time, and like, because we're going to bachelor parties together. We're going to trips together. We're doing things together, like as a friend group, right? So yeah, I mean, I can't get that out of my head, right?
I don't know.
I guess that's me.
I don't know. Say, I guess we was raised. I know plenty of dudes that I ran across, and we Eskimo brothers. Ain't that what they say? Eskimo. Yeah. I mean, everybody's emotions is different. So it's all, I can't tell you your emotions and how you would deal with something different. I just feel me. If it was a woman that I was really digging, and she was, I mean,
but that's that. That's a girl that you already know that we just doing whatever, right?
I understand.
We're not taking her seriously. We're talking about somebody we want to take seriously.
But it just depends on how she makes you feel. Everybody is different.
Okay.
Right?
True.
Like that might be the one for you. It wasn't the one for me, but it might be. And once you find the one, hey, that's so if you find it, you gonna say because my nigga hit, you ain't gonna be with it?
Absolutely. I say that absolutely 100%.
Not that she the one. Not that she the one.
Well, no. First of all, I'm gonna get to know the person. I'm gonna be the one. With, first of all, so I'm gonna understand. I'm gonna understand. Like
we don't get to choose.
You may not know that part about her past.
Yeah,
that's important.
It might not be your friend. It might be somebody else.
It is important. It is.
Yeah,
important.
somebody I don't know. Of course, yeah. She's everybody had a past, right? 100%. But not my close friends. That can't.
I understand. He wasn't your close friend though. He was in jail for a couple of years.
Well, okay. I guess we need to understand it. I guess we need to understand the dynamics of this
relationship. That's what he said, right? He said he was gone, right? That's the key point.
That doesn't mean
it wasn't like y'all was around the corner and he was sneaking, then you got her, and then back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the question was a little convoluted. You need to make it a little clear.
Nah, it's not. It's not convoluted.
Okay.
The question is what the question is.
Okay.
So Ron, you say you stand.
I'm saying.
Without a doubt. No question.
Yeah.
Dre, you said you stand?
No, I said no.
Dre said no.
Tino, what you think?
I've been there before where I dated someone that slept with people close to me, and in the end, the relationship didn't work. It had nothing to do with that, but I'm not saying because I would never want that again. I ain't saying.
Oh,
I tried it before.
From 1 to 10, how'd you do?
I mean, I did well. That bitch was right.
But yeah, well, yeah. But because of her, because of her, you ain't fucking with that shit again.
I mean, I don't even think it's because of her. It's just like I knew that's not what I wanted. Like I didn't want my wife to be somebody that's fucking with the homies. The person I end up with to be somebody that fucked with the homies.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't want to do it.
What you think, Sean?
2 years of history is hard to deny, but
yeah, I mean, you definitely built something in that 2 years. But your man come home in year 2.5.
And she was a cum bucket.
He said this. What he said.
Bro.
Remember the chick I used to tell you about?
Yeah, bro. That's crazy.
See that part you trying to ignore.
What you mean?
Your man.
So okay. So what? How old are we?
Let me ask
are we like in our 20s?
Let me go ahead and answer the
question.
question.
Like,
let me go ahead and answer
that matters?
Question.
35.
The answer is fuck no, hell no. You're not dealing with somebody your homie came home talk about like that. Ain't no fucking way, because you gotta deal with your homie. What, you gonna discredit your homie? You gonna not deal with him?
What's the discredit?
You're not gonna fool with your homie who came home.
What's the discredit?
The discredit is he used to ragdoll her.
It was gone. Now this is the new one.
I mean, but
correct. He used to ragdoll her. Now he didn't for a couple of years that he was gone. But now you have her. And he's reminiscing about ragdolling.
So
Come on,
Ron,
man. Every family function, every card party, every.
So
y'all making him an integral part of your life. Like we all old. Like I'm 35. Like I see the homies. How often you see the homies?
So again,
you know what I'm saying?
Like dead honest. So if that's your homie, he come home, you're gonna have some kind of interaction with him.
Once a month.
Maybe okay, so maybe you do, maybe you don't, right? Let's say you don't, right? But you know because he's now described to you who she is.
Yeah.
So now you got to put that part about her out of your mind and move forward with that. Fuck no, that's not real.
I see it as a. I've been on both.
I've
been on both sides. I've
mean,
been the
if
nigga
you're
that was
able
like,
to do
oh,
that,
and I try to treat
her
it as respectful as possible.
Yeah, it takes a great level of maturity.
Yeah, you just. I mean, in life, you just gotta.
I mean, like even when I was with the person that slept with, some of the people that I was close with, like it took a great level of maturity. But like when I was in it, I was in it.
Yeah,
like, I loved that person.
Yeah.
But it took a great level of maturity for me to.
I respect.
You just gonna say that fuck that part of my life. I can't do shit else with this motherfucker.
I knew before we even started the relationship.
Oh, you knew?
Yeah,
you knew ahead of time.
Beforehand. Yeah,
I mean that makes a difference then.
Oh no, I'm out. 1,000. I'm out.
Yeah, if that's what I knew ahead of time, I wouldn't do it. I don't think
I could do it. I would never do that shit again.
Yeah.
My man come home, he tell me, yo, I used to, Shorty, you really into it with. I used to throw all over the place and put it in her head. Come on, man.
Another factor to take into consideration also.
Okay,
no way.
Where do you live? Like where do you live when this
okay, what about
because
what
if
happened?
you live in
that matters. That definitely matters.
Okay, what about the other part of this?
Listen, real quick. You distort if y'all all talking, all right, Laurent?
Okay, all talk at the same time.
You knew that?
I know. I used to have a little podcast. You know what I'm saying? Slick talk. You know what I'm saying? Say your favorite nigga over 40. You know? All that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be
plug. Get my.
All right, Tino, hold on. Let me get Tino. What were you saying?
I said so. One factor that matters that would impact somebody's decision is where you live, also. Because like certain places, like depending on
you live in DC.
If living in DC, like it's too many.
So you saying if you lived in the slim picking area?
Yeah, you lived in some place where you got to import women, like then it's like, well, shit, she been good to me 2 years, yada yada. You might keep it moving.
Yeah,
nice,
Yeah, I mean, I can actually second that a little bit. I mean, from the very small, like it's very incestual. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody knows everyone. So like it's hard to not date somebody that you don't know. You see, that's why I was taking it from.
Yeah,
and we're here.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we're here. Like it's so much out here. Like you don't have to settle for something the man's had, right? But like I said, in a rural, like we talked about earlier, Terry, like a rural, desolate area where there's not many, young black professionals. Because I mean, I think that we're all going to settle for our own kind. All right, and it's not a very huge pool that we can choose from.
So you saying if you were in a small pool, you might consider it?
Still no.
So, well, how about this?
No, exactly.
How about this though? How about you?
We are men.
How about you, the guy that came home?
We are men.
And you to see your man with this chick, is you really gonna say something? Because I wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah,
that's how I am.
That's your man.
Well,
I wouldn't say. What am I saying for?
No, you kind of have to say something.
What?
If that's gonna continue to be your homie.
Yeah, but I don't have to say it now. I can assimilate. I can let all of us assimilate back into it. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be like, I come home and the boom, I used to smack.
No.
I understand. What good does that do?
So I understand what you're
if you happy and this and that, and then you and her is like, cool, we not messing with each other. It's something that happened in the past.
I understand.
Why we got to muddy the water?
I understand what you're saying. They continue a relationship. If you come home,
you got it.
Let's say you the one that come home.
No, you really don't have to.
No, you do.
If you my man,
absolutely.
Why?
My woman,
absolutely.
And you ain't say nothing.
Talking between me and you, and we can over like something that didn't matter.
Because like honestly, both people gotta say something.
No,
you my girl,
you gotta. If there is nothing between us that will ever.
Whoever got a problem.
But you said you looking at it as malice as opposed to life. We here for, how many people we done ran across, and we go to everything. That don't mean nothing to us.
I get it.
Do relationships matter?
Yeah, if it was a relationship, but if it was somebody you smashed, you was like, okay.
No, what I'm saying is the relationship you got with your man.
Yeah, it matters.
So you would say something, right?
Maybe.
What?
That's wild. Nah,
maybe
because my relationship with her didn't matter, but the relationship between him and her mattered. So I'm gonna protect that.
That's why you would say
because my nigga's happy.
Yeah.
So why would I throw a monkey wrench to something that might not make him happy?
So then, if you find out years later that actually happened, you won't feel some type of way about
No.
that? I didn't say that.
If there's truly nothing between them,
Okay.
right? And now if I still want to
That's not
smash
nothing.
her, with, or she still, that's something. But if I know the situation and she knows the situation, she over here, she happy, he happy, we cool.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. A woman that you're with who let a man dog her like that, or do whatever. I'm gonna say dog her, but let a man treat her like that, right?
Treat her like what? Sexually?
He said, "Cum bucket, bro."
Yes.
Do you
Man,
not know
but
what
this
that
is the thing
means?
about
Yes.
it. Every woman is allowing you to dominate her. So how she
every
Not
woman
in the
ain't
same
so
way.
now we kink shaming like.
Yes,
like,
we are. Yes, we are.
I mean,
yes,
you know,
we are. 'Cause that's reality.
I mean, because nobody would be able to deal with the chick I was with. Because them the type of things I like.
I mean, that's your thing. That's cool. That's cool.
Push that camera back.
That's cool. But every woman isn't built the same way. Every woman isn't built the same way. So if you if you have a perception about your woman, and it turns out to be different because of somebody she's dealt with in her past, that you have a history with, a relationship with, a friendship with, and he tells you, no, she is very different from what you know her, right?
Yeah.
You don't think he owes it to you to explain that, or she owes it to you?
No,
you think you can just keep rocking after that?
Yeah, I guess I'm just built there because if there's no relations, the only thing that would threaten me.
You have no indication of what she was in her past, right?
It doesn't matter what she was in the past because it cannot be, long as they don't have a relationship. That's the only thing that matters. Long as they don't have a relationship, just because their relationship was different than our relationship, that's how it is with everybody.
So, question, Ron, you wouldn't care if neither one of them.
Long as they don't have a relationship, no.
So you just would want to be not in the know.
Depends on how it was,
So you bring more caveats to it.
So
but I mean, I okay because I can't tell somebody to worry about my feelings when I wasn't even around.
It's not about your feelings. It's just about the transparency. I said it's not about feelings.
I mean,
so let me ask you this. Let me ask
you this part. If
transparency
she was to tell you, just being transparent and vulnerable about her past, if she was to tell you, hey, I used to get tossed around everywhere. I used to let niggas do this, XYZ.
That's different.
Why?
Now, how you that's
different.
Everywhere, and as opposed to you having a person.
Okay, let's
different.
Let's make it specific.
Right? That's different.
Let's make it
everybody
specific.
got a person. Somebody deal with somebody 6-7 months, whatever. Boom, boom.
Cool.
Y'all comfortable?
If she were,
they do it to you the way they like.
If she were to say explicitly in graphic detail, the same way your homie would have explained it to you, you still gonna be with her?
I mean, we don't need that. Make it hard. That make it hard for you to swallow.
Oh, okay,
but the principle, you got to be a person of principle, right? If you're gonna be a person of principle, like the details, they make it hurt, but the principle is still the same, right? Because if you go ahead and tell yours, I used to. You got 20 that match the story, right? It's just because it's this one that make it a certain different way to you.
Huh?
What? No, she's telling you about this one person. This may be that one person that did that one person. But he got 20 other stories of the exact same thing. So which one makes it worse? The 20 that he had or the one?
I mean, this is my friend.
But I'm saying
you smashed
it's a pattern, right? If your girl was out here doing it, that's a pattern.
Oh, you saying it matters more if she was
people was engaged before, people was married before, like. You're not gonna knock a divorcee that's your girl that because she had a husband and they was making OnlyFans videos and stuff and she was popping.
So your thing is that like
you know what I'm saying?
So your thing is like the relationship with the person that she was with doesn't matter to you, whether it's your homie at all. It doesn't matter at all to you.
Well,
that could be
the relationship is solid because I feel some. If you have been with my woman and you my man's,
correct,
and you like, I was with her, but I got my girl over here.
Correct.
That was right. That's one thing, but it's a different than you, my man. You like, right? That's a different thing. I'm talking about true friendship, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about all the in between stuff. You want to be with this woman, and you really want to be. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like this, the everyday run of the mill stuff, right? Because if we're gonna get down, if I'm gonna break up with a woman I've been with for 2 years, it's gonna be on something. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be that she said. We're gonna have a conversation about it.
I think it's the way him prefaced it, man.
Yeah.
Because like you can have the conversation where it's like somebody smashed the homie, but like that ain't what he was talking about. Like, that wasn't what he was talking about. Like
he said,
like the one he's talking about, the one that when you back, he comes back after 15, 20 years, and y'all sitting in the church talking about, yo, y'all remember how we used to drag her? And like, bro, that was all. You can't even lie and say that wasn't like everybody's worst fear.
Yeah,
like,
that one.
Back, you know, you go in their hometown and everybody just looking like he just don't even know.
Right.
Like he don't.
Because we think about that. Like even when we're doing this, like okay, yeah, like I mean, at least I did. Like 20 years on the road, I'm doing this with this girl. Like she gonna be somebody's wife at some point in time,
definitely.
Right?
And if they come back home,
somebody think about that. You think about that?
I was.
I had
you was thinking about what she was gonna be.
I had a conscience. I had a conscience.
Hey, you must do it to a PWI. Well, last week.
Well, no, I mean, because
all right.
Because that's
If it's real, then.
The reason I think about that because I think about mine too, because I can be in the same exact situation because I'm moving to a totally different area as well too. So I can be that guy on the other end. So how am I going to look?
That one that everybody just looking at.
Correct, exactly. How am I going to look when I'm hometown and like, I'm boo boo the food.
That's very different as opposed to you knowing who your homie was and him giving you details.
It is.
Yeah.
The conversation.
That's very different.
It is.
It's very different.
No, it is very different. I'm saying the conversation kind of.
All right.
You don't know what you don't know.
I don't know.
So Ron, final thought on this.
Oh, you want me the final thought?
Yeah, because you've been double dutching this shit.
Oh, I ain't been double dutching. Final thought is you gotta be comfortable in your own self, and if you really care about if a chick been with one of your dudes, you be like, hey, these are my peoples. You know any of these people? check me out, right? If you really care, if it really matters to you, right?
I think
because if something really matters to you, protect it, right? You get car insurance because you like your car, right? You get house insurance because you like your jewelry and all that in your house and your walls. So you know what I'm saying? Protect the other walls.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna say it's hard. It's gonna be hard to let that shit down. You can't unsee shit, and that's just the truth.
No, I understand that you can't unsee stuff. Unsee stuff. But when you finally, like you said, a girl of 2 years. Like if it's a girl that you want to be with, it's a different. A girl you date, you can drop off, right? And now I'm about to get married or whatever, so it's different, right? I'm 40-something years old. I never understood until like, damn, let me not fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna let another nigga that ain't paying my bills fuck up something that's making me finally happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
But, you know what I'm saying? And that's really your homeboy. If there's a shit, nigga, I got every motherfucking day. Motherfuckers fucking up my sanity. You know what I'm saying? Say it in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta handle your shit appropriately. Because appropriate is always gonna be right. You don't have to worry about that, right?
Well,
if you handle it appropriately, it's always gonna be right. And that's it.
Okay. Interesting, man. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the like button for me right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right. Yo, Sean, are you there?
Yep.
I'm just asking, man.
Yeah, I'm ready to answer.
You see your man girl out. Should be perceived perceived as the wrong thing. You checking it, or you or at least you're gonna tell your mans about it?
Well, you already know me, man. I'm checking it. I'm gonna make it visible. I'm gonna put myself in the middle, in between.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make her aware that I'm aware. I'm gonna make him uncomfortable. I'm like that, and I've done that. Shout out to Tino. Tino, my nigga. But Tino, my
yeah, I
nigga,
remember.
That's how we met. For real, that's how we met, right?
Yeah.
Real shit. That's how we met. I didn't know Tino.
Yeah.
Tino was talking to one of our comrades, women, and they already had a working relationship. They already had a friendship. I did not know that. But I put myself in between because it looked like something that I didn't even know our comrade like that. I just knew he was affiliated, and it didn't look like something that was comfortable. So
that shit got spicy.
It did. But I'm that guy. I'm that person. If y'all with me, if y'all one of my friends, y'all one of my homies, I'm not gonna let somebody step. That's just who I am. That's just who I am. And unfortunately, like I said, I didn't know Tino, and now that I do know him, that's scenario now. But in front of me, I was like, oh no, this can't go down like this. I'm super nigga. Like I'm jumping in it. I'm jumping in it. Just because I don't, sometimes our women, no fault to them, they may be a little bit more with different company. They may be a little bit naive, especially if it's like drinks flowing and all that. So there's no real barrier that they may see that we may see from the outside. So in respect to my friends, I'm going to intervene, and not in a malicious way initially, but just I'm gonna put myself in between just to make sure there's no complications and no problems, nothing like that. Yeah, that's just who I am. So yes, I'm intervening because in the same respect, if I see Tino's lady out with somebody, or not Tino's lady out with somebody, but Tino's lady out and somebody stepping to her, and I don't know him, I'm gonna give him the same energy I gave Tino. That's just who I am. I'm not gonna let that slide because a lot of niggas would take advantage of a woman in a situation that isn't aware of her surroundings. So yeah, I'm all in that. I'm for that.
Okay, Tino, what you gonna do?
I might try to get in touch with my nigga before I blow up. So. But then if he give me the green light, because I don't want to make no waves if it ain't no waves if he wrong. But my nigga be like, oh yeah, nah, it's a problem. Yeah, it's a problem.
Okay, it's simple.
That's the right approach. That's the correct approach.
That actually is a correct approach.
It is the correct approach.
It is
Because you can eliminate a lot of in between.
But
Tino's about to tear the whole pool party up.
Two things I don't mess with is other people's women and their children. You would save your life a lot. Them two things.
So what are you saying?
You don't get in between.
So you saying you ain't saying nothing about it?
No. I'll be a good eyewitness. But
so hey, are you making a phone call?
No,
you never say
nothing. Nothing about nothing. Fuck my shit up. This goes back to the other conversation.
No, it's your homie. No, it's your homie.
I don't care. I don't know what they do. Niggas out here doing weird shit that's weird to you. You never know what they may be doing. He may know. They may be part of his deal. They may be part of her deal. Right, especially when motherfuckers get older, they say they working right. They want to keep their woman.
It might be tears to your relationship, though. I mean, I think your closest friends, though. I think your real close friends.
Yeah.
Like I think secondary friends and like associates. Yeah. 100% agree with you. Yeah. Like, should not do that. But like your close friends that
unless I see them like in each other's mouth, I'm not saying nothing. Like you could be with whoever, y'all could touch each other's shoulder, whatever. Unless y'all see, I'm like, oh, I see you kiss. Hey, then I'll hit you. Hey, you good?
Fuck you touching.
You good?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But the thing about it is, we say that as men, but us, sometimes we go out of town, you know what I'm saying? What up? Correct. What up? Get it right, and don't let never happen.
And if a nigga was there and said, "Hey, that's my homie girl,"
No. I'm not saying, but I'm saying, what is it for us to say that because they playing the game with their people, just like the game we play with ours?
Again,
you know
I mean, I would think I would know. Again, my closest friends. I think I would understand that kind of dynamic, right? Like, I know their sensibilities, like with the women, right? So, like, I mean, so yeah, I'm only going to interject when I understand their situation.
I got to see something blatantly that I can.
No. I'm not agreeing.
What were you in the World Cup? Get you a red card.
I'm not agreeing.
Not even the yellow.
I'm gonna jump off the ledge.
I'm not agreeing with you. I'm not agreeing with you.
You can't do that.
You can't. Listen, I'm not agreeing with you.
Can you do that?
Hang on.
I'm gonna jump off the ledge.
You got.
I'm sorry.
That's if they shit fall apart, let that.
We can have a conversation later. But
I'm gonna let your shit fall apart on its own.
Yeah,
no help to mine.
A lot of shit you just don't know.
No help to mine. You might have been knowing. Y'all might have been going back and forth. You might have hit somebody. Now she out here getting to get back and boom. And now that I know, it make it worse. Am I lying?
I mean,
right? People go through shit, right? You go through shit in a relationship. Now you said you was gonna go out with dude on Tuesday and Thursday. You can't go to the cheesecake. You know that's why I be there, right? Like that's that real life shit though.
Again, there are levels to your friendships, right?
Yes,
like I'm saying, like,
but it's not my time until my friend comes and tells me. And that's part of being a real nigga, right?
Correct.
A real nigga stays in his place until somebody asks
Don't give it the real nigga label, please.
No, definitely. Don't mean that you can't be there,
saying,
but like we said, appropriate is always right. Because I'm gonna give you your time to process your shit.
Wait, are you saying that?
For me to bring it up.
Are you saying that?
If you're my homie, you gonna come to me, you gonna tell me X, Y, Z is going on.
You
that's
said,
what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm talking about.
And then I'm gonna be like, yeah, I seen such and such, right? When you bring it to me. It's not my shit unless it's some blatant shit, right? Like you need to know this.
See, that's why
it's not my time to interpret your relationship,
right?
Yeah, again.
That's why niggas get caught and women get away with shit.
No, hey,
so
but it is. I mean, it is what it is. But I value my relationship with you. The most fragile thing in the relationship is somebody else coming in between it, and now you got your man and your. I'm gonna keep myself out of it.
So let me.
You ain't got to choose between me.
So let me make this. Let me make this particular so I can understand your perspective, right? You're shorty out with somebody. Y'all out together.
Yes.
Right.
Who me and my girl?
You and your shorty. Yeah. Okay. You and your girl out together, right? You dash off to the bar. Somebody approach her while you dash off to the bar, and is approaching her in a way that is disrespectful to who you are and your relationship.
Like how though?
Like, hey, yo, baby, yo, like he gripping her like around the waist and all of this type stuff, right?
Who, his girl?
Yeah. He's saying that I shouldn't intervene.
That's stupid.
I shouldn't say anything.
No, that's borderline. Because I tell you this, I took my girl to homecoming, and her best friend, he a dude.
No, that's her friend. That's different.
No, but saying. I know it's her friend, but you don't.
Right. Okay, good.
We over in the corner, we smoke a hookah, whatever, they dancing, whatever. She, you know what I'm saying? She Latin, they dancing, boo, boo, boo. They talking, they close.
Hell no, you bugging. You jump in.
But I know, I see it. I'm over there.
But no,
if you putting yourself in, I mean, that's just a situation.
You there?
If you there, it's different.
Regardless of whether you there or not, because now is the question is because that's her friend.
Well, that's why I said
it's okay.
I'm gonna inquire first.
But I just
no. If you there,
I stay out of people's business.
If you there though, and I'm standing, I'm like, nigga, you bugging, nigga. That's what I would say. But I could see you seeing this shit happen. But the scenario was you not there.
Even if I'm not, for me, like I've said, I'm staying out of people's business. That's what's worked for me for 44 years until I need to be. Right? Because it's like when you build a case, right? I can tell you all the stuff. Hey, I seen this, and that. When you come to it, how many times we've been on the breaks with our girls?
Never.
And did some stuff we ain't supposed to do. We know they did this up.
Never.
But if you know what happened, it gonna make it worse. I keep that inside. Like
I mean, that situation can go a lot of different ways because you can play the mature. You like, oh, I see my homie wife, my homie girl. I'm gonna go speak. Let me see how she introduces me to this person.
Yes, correct.
So that's even another way that you could approach it.
Yes, definitely. It's intermediaries. Go home, make yourself known, and she want to keep doing it. Then it got to be a reason, right? Either she don't care or this is the non-threat.
Yeah, I was out last couple weeks ago or something. DJing whatever, and I see my man's his girl. I said not him, but his girl with this dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I just introduced myself, like you saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, you good, yo? Talking to him though, cause it got me kind of tight. I ain't gonna hold you. And she's like, oh, hey, this is my friend such and such. And then her boyfriend ended up calling me. He like, yo, I appreciate you. Yeah, she cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it wasn't like I ain't get to, Yeah. But it's just weird, bro. I feel like you self-known.
It's a unique situation, and I would say I'm pretty mild-mannered amongst my friends.
Come on, man.
I'm pretty mild.
What are you talking about?
I've seen you jump out the DJ booth, nigga.
So what?
For a handshake, nigga. So don't.
Yeah, I don't play that shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So that was my whole point.
Oh, that was a while ago.
If I get one edge in,
Because
right?
I've seen this nigga jump out the DJ booth.
That's correct. So, like, as I'm saying, like, you understand the sensibilities of your
Dre was
friend,
there
right?
that day
Like,
too.
That's what I'm saying. I did as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so there's levels to your friendship. Like, so LeBron, like, if I see your girl out talking to somebody else, I would not intervene because I don't understand the inner workings of your relationship.
Correct.
But if I seen Hamp's girl or Sean's girl out, I would intervene at that point in time because I kind of
What
understand.
does intervention mean?
Like I would say, like you said, like you good?
Okay,
You right?
that's fine.
You good?
That's
You good?
appropriate.
Correct. Like
That's
you good?
fine.
Right? Yeah. So I would do that, right? But I'm not gonna do it for everybody I know,
correct,
right?
correct.
Like I'm gonna do it for understand their relationship, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. That's what I said.
Hold on,
Appropriate is always appropriate.
Well, you didn't say that
And
initially.
that was
though.
my mistake with Patino. That was my mistake there because Joe and I hadn't had a long enough history where I understood his relationship.
You just
and his
drunk,
friends and
nigga.
all of this.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Just drunk.
That was and we was drinking.
Appropriate
I
is
was
always
drinking.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Appropriate is
Definitely
appropriate
drinking.
is business casual, right?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna do that. But I'm
Yeah.
saying for me, I just stay out of it. But it's okay to be like, hey, how you doing? How you sis? Hey, my name is LeBron. I'm Hamp Friend. How you doing?
like
You know
that
what I'm saying? Whatever. Make it known, and then you be about the business. And then after that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, I've been noticing your goalposts move around a lot.
What you talking about? I don't move around. I said appropriate is appropriate. Ain't nothing wrong with being going up and saying hi to somebody you know.
No,
But initially,
your initial response was that I'm not gonna intervene at all.
Yeah.
No, I said I'm not gonna say nothing to the nigga. I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I said? I said I ain't gonna say nothing to him. Y'all talking about I'm gonna hit him up and this and that.
No. You say you're not gonna intervene at all. This question was like, are you gonna?
No, I said I wouldn't, but I'm saying that is okay. That is okay. I wouldn't think ill of anybody if they came over and they spoke to somebody. I wouldn't say that's touching the boundary. But for me,
I think we
that's what
also
I'ma do.
we also read in the Hamp's question like the way he's interpreting that, because like when you say your man's girls, it's like this somebody you rock with. You could look at a regular person that you know, but like nah, this your man.
Yeah,
Like this somebody like you be at their house. You
and
know
we
the
all
fam, like,
envision
y'all
different
like
interactions.
friends have become family. So
wording is
like you
intentional.
know her. You know who they know. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so who
I
this
know,
person that I don't know?
Correct,
Like
I know.
'cause I know who you know.
Like,
Who this person that I don't know? Like who is this?
You out here.
Question.
But I know y'all.
Yeah.
So if now that I know everybody and I know y'all women, if somebody approaches, I'm jumping off the window. Like
Yo,
I'm sorry. I mean, y'all can come pick me up later.
all right, Sean. Final thought on this then.
Final thought: be respectful of your friends' boundaries. But and to Laurent's point, you don't know what you don't know. So you don't know what type of engagement they have socially, or what type of friends they have in an environment where you don't know everybody. The best approach would be to approach a friend, bring awareness to the situation before you jump out the window.
Like what they said on what was that? Tropical Thunder. Never go full retard.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
As long as you don't never go full retard, you be all right. You know what I'm saying?
because Tino could have popped me upside my head. I would
never know what. Hey,
I'd have been shit out of luck right there.
What are you telling me? I just want to go home with. I go to sleep at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real.
Jimmy, it might be the
Same
power
place
button.
at home.
There's a button right next to it, right? Yeah.
Alabama get
And then go to the it's touchscreen.
How many chicken wings you gonna eat, right?
I'm definitely gonna cover.
Yeah, it's over.
All right, yo, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a.
What you got? What you got? Come on, man. It's my first time on the show. Hit me up. What you want?
True.
What you want to hear about?
True or false?
True or false? Let's go.
Wrong. Flop, baby boy. Let me do this.
Hey, it's like a stock. You never lose money till you take it all out, baby.
So we was on a trip one time, right? To DR, though. Not Aruba.
Not the bullshit trip.
And so we having a whole conversation. About me and Charnice about how I was like, I deal with men, and women deal with women.
As far as
like in a talk, like I'm not. She can't. You know, they be like, she can handle herself.
You talking about friends or just about any man?
Any. So like, wait, I'm prefacing the question.
I thought that was
So I was just saying that it's first time, right? And that, handle herself. You never heard people say that? Yeah, she can handle herself. If somebody approach her, she can deal with it. Not never, ever, at all. Never, ever, at all, or anything.
So, well,
Ron, I'm looking at you, but I'm not asking you anything.
You asked me a question.
No, I want.
Not first up the bat.
Yeah, you got.
Okay. He'll call the name.
Come on, man. If I take this shit,
You
know how I am.
So is it true? Men deal with men, women deal with women. Period. What you think, LeBron?
Oh, I can talk now. Okay. Yeah. So,
truthful.
It's a maybe, right? Because there's certain things that women can handle to a certain extent, and you have to know your woman and what her levels is, right? Because a woman will go to the next necessary because they're a woman and they feel the entitlement, right? And it's just how it is. And the prettier a girl is, the more entitlement they feel they have, right? So it's some things where they'll go over the edge when it doesn't necessarily mean to be that way, right? So to keep it to 85 degree, let the man handle it all the time. If your man, I'm dealing in a room full of appropriate, your man ain't appropriate, and every man can't handle the situation, right? Some of these niggas out here letting their girls pump gas, right? Change their oil, all that type of stuff, right? But if you got a man that's above board and all that type of stuff, yeah, let him take care of it. You can speak your piece, but okay, no, it's getting to that line. My man gonna handle it, right? And that's how it is. Because you don't want a woman that can't handle herself, right? Because nobody man wants to have to handle everything, right? All the small stuff, right? You're supposed to be building together, right? So you're supposed to be stacking chips on top of each other. Hey, she should be able to handle this, right? Especially if it's a repetitive occurrence of type of stuff that y'all do. So that's just how I look at it.
So, yes.
I said it was a maybe, right? I want my woman to be able to handle herself. I don't want my woman to have to.
So you saying she should be dealing with men accordingly?
It depends on what it is. Like you deal with men every day, men and women. She at the grocery store, man's at the grocery store, at the airport.
Let me ask you a question. Cable guy coming to work on your house.
No, that's that. I'm gonna be there. That's what I'm saying. It depends on what it is, right? I mean, it's gonna be different interactions.
Yeah. You
can't just say every time she comes to my husband, right? She go rent a car, right? No, like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She goes to Best Buy, like
she gotta buy something.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do it because then that frees it up for me, right?
So
and I can help her with her stuff.
So maybe not like that, right? Like, so Dre, your lady in a bar, somebody come up to her, boom, you just went to the bathroom and all that. He over there chit chat when you get back. You letting her remedy that situation?
Okay. So
I can't hear the sound effects.
Oh yeah, where are sound effects?
I'm hitting them.
I'm conflicted, right? So my initial reaction is no. You cannot handle yourself. You cannot handle yourself, right? But then the rational side of my brain, rational side of myself says that let me see if she can do this, right? Because first of all, like, and actually, I gotta give a shout out to the great Corey on this. On this.
Great. God damn.
Corey a shout out.
That's his. First of all, that's
right now.
That's a screen. That's a screen name. That's a screen
the
name.
highlight of the clip right there.
That's a screen name. I gotta give a shout out to him because he actually made a great point. Him and I were talking privately, and he was saying like, he said my woman has been living her life for X amount of years before I even got there, right? And they've been able to handle themselves before then, right? So why all of a sudden now that I come in the picture, now she has to ask me for permission on everything. I'm like, you're right. You know what?
Are you?
You're I was like,
Corey said that shit.
Would you consider yourself?
I don't like to give I don't like
Well-
to give Corey his job. He made a little sense. That's what he said.
Well, if your woman is unkept and now you're her, don't you take over those roles and responsibilities?
No.
Okay.
Dre.
unkept. What do you mean by unkept?
Well, she not, but
You're saying that she is
now
not,
she has a man now.
Okay, so that's what unkept means.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't necessarily think that, right? I mean, I think women can handle themselves appropriately, right?
What do you mean?
I think women can handle themselves in social situations, right? They don't necessarily always need us to do that. I think that I think that in certain situations that we are more equipped to handle the situation than they are, right? I do think that, right? Like, because we have conversations all the time as guys, you know what I'm saying? And we talk about like the certain situations that we see our women's in, and like, wow, why do they do that? Why they do like this? Why they do like that? Like, that's the way how to handle it, right? Like, we did handle it in a lot better way that they handled that, right? But to say that they're unable to handle themselves in individual situations, I think that is not a right way to approach it, right?
No, what I don't know if we're speaking of capability, but should they?
No, like a protection in times of protection and danger. No. Any other time, let them rock.
Yeah, like, so it's like somebody asking for a drink. Like I said, it's not in danger. I don't necessarily think that they have to do that. Your woman goes out without us, right? Like there's girls that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's girls' nights out, right? Look, when you're not there, so like, you understand that your woman gets approached all the time when you're not there, right?
Yeah.
Right. Do you think she handles herself appropriately?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I mean, that's the same thing, right?
It's not.
However, there. Yes. I mean, I am going to take the initiative and the authority, like, yeah, to rectify the situation, right? Even though you can handle it, I think I can handle it a little better, right?
So you're saying that they don't then?
No, I didn't. No, that's not what you're not listening to what I'm saying. I didn't say that.
I hear
at
what
all.
you're saying, but you're saying if you're around, then it's a no.
What's a no?
Can the cable guy go to your house if you're not there?
Yes, they can go there. I would not set up the appointment to where I'm not going to be there. Yeah, but if I have, I mean, we all have. Listen, we all have demanding jobs, right?
Let me ask another question.
Listen, hang on, let me say, we're directors, we're VPs, we are owners of businesses. Like, we cannot always be at the house at all times, right?
I'm
like,
asking
so
you a
there are
question.
going to be a woman has to be.
Hypothetically,
All about Debo.
can the cable guy go to your house?
Yes, he can. Yes.
So you're saying you would allow it?
Why are you backing them down like that?
No, I'm asking a question. I'm asking.
No, you're not. You're asking.
Wait. Hold on.
You asked a question, and I answered your question, but you keep trying to like.
No, I want a clear answer.
I'm gonna give you a clear answer.
All right, so you're saying
if I'm not able to be there,
then he can go if you can't be there.
Yes, he can go there. Yes.
All right. I need to.
If it's a necessity, they ain't got no internet, and he can't be there, then the cable man can come there. Leave my man alone.
So
man.
let me my mic clear. All right. Bring me all the smoke. Like fuck everything else. What everybody talk about. If you talk about a man dealing with your woman, bring me all of that. Unless it's a place where I can't be there.
Correct. That's what we're talking about.
No. That's different because you're saying you want to alleviate because you prefaced it by saying she was able to do these things before I came around.
100%.
Yeah. But my job is to alleviate all that pressure.
Okay. 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of
all of it.
No, you can't take all of it. She still has to be
all of what I am capable of. All of it in my capacity. Yes.
Yeah, you can take on the responsibilities.
If you're there, that's your capacity.
In my capacity. Okay. Bring it to me.
Okay. All right. Yes. So then yes. I mean that's the case. Yes.
But it's difference between being able to handle it and
so we got a yes.
No, it's a difference between you being able to once you with somebody, it's the flow and the rhythm of your everyday lifestyle, right? So it becomes more or less of male female obligations because you in a non-threatening environment, you in a single family home, you in the suburbs, you X, Y, and Z. So now it's like, what are we doing to make this thing run as a well-oiled machine? And it becomes less of those type of things because of the threatening things have been removed, right? So if we talk about some old school, we in the hood or we in the back, no, we can't do certain those things. But when we have established a good lifestyle for ourselves, and we got HOAs, and we got, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers on speed dial, we doing what we are capable to do as individuals.
Well, I understand completely what you're saying.
Yeah,
I understand completely. I'm just saying to preface the question.
Yeah,
if you're a woman to in situations like that,
no. Hang on. All right, I'm sorry. No, because he calling you.
You want to keep going, Dre?
I am because he called on me actually. So I am gonna keep going. So yeah. So my thing is. So my thing is like right. So we have instances right where we task our women to do certain things right.
Okay.
Like correct.
Right there.
No. I'm saying like okay. No, I'll get a perfect example right. Like buying a house right. There are so many different people you have to deal with. And so many things you have to navigate. You have to make sure the cable's going. You have to make sure all these different things happen, right? You got to deal with all the financial, right? You have to deal with different things, right? So you want to be the POC for every single thing? No. Every single thing. Hang on. Okay. No, it's not because you're going to deal with men.
I see.
You're going to deal with men in those situations. Like you're like, babe, can you make sure that we get make sure the paperwork goes through, right? Mm-hmm. Make sure this happens.
Would you send your woman to the car dealership without you?
No, we're not talking about a car dealership. We're talking.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Because first of all, because this is huge.
No.
Okay,
let's be real.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is
in the beginning,
this is a huge financial
trainer. She don't know how to go in there. And get
I'm not talking about no financial shit. Why wouldn't you send your woman to the car dealership without?
It's a huge.
Thank you.
Well, I would say mine because I'm gonna tell her
that's it.
Is this and that?
There's a chance that she might be taken advantage of at the car dealership.
The car.
Right. Again,
so the same.
So my thing was it's situational though. Like, so would you like?
The same thing applies. The same thing applies.
It does not.
The cable man to the house. All of that shit applies.
It does not.
Thing.
Okay. So.
Not with a cable man.
I mean.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right. I mean, to me, the same process applies. The same process applies. If you wouldn't send your woman to the cove, then why to do the house buying process?
I would not. I didn't say she would. I didn't say that. That's what I'm saying.
You just asked me if I would be okay with my woman being a part of the house buying process without me when there's men around.
Correct. So you're not. So you're gonna deal with everything that happens with the home buying process. Yeah. You're gonna be there for every single thing. Yeah. You're not gonna alleviate yourself at all for anything. You're gonna deal with everything.
Unless she wants to decorate.
Okay.
She want to decorate the house.
That's it. Okay. So only thing. Let's be clear. It's the only thing that your woman can do in the house buying process is decorate the house.
No. Don't say that can do. Don't say my woman can do because then you're
going to. Okay, I'm sorry. You're going to allow them to do. Only thing you're going to allow them to do is decorate the house. That's it.
I think
no. That's what you said. I want to be clear because that's that's what you said. Because that's what you said, bro. Like that's exactly what you said.
Those are the get in trouble words. Allow a woman to do.
Okay. All right. So
Sean is talking about authority, and you talking about.
So let me give y'all an example.
This is different.
Depending on what time of day it is, like or night, Shanice can't go to the store. She can't go to 7-Eleven or Royal Farms.
I agree with that.
Like I don't allow her to go.
Shannon don't open the door,
and that's a safety issue.
I agree with that,
and that's her choice. I didn't even. She don't open the door.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
That's precaution.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
But I think Dre's point is when you have these processes and you have to turn on the water and all that, there might be a man on the other side of the phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of, I'm talking about, maybe I should have clarified. So like face-to-face interaction and all that, like I'm not really around for that.
I mean, things where they can be taken a thing where intentions can be misinterpreted. And just, even sometimes, like when you got to deal with people for business, like even when we was doing the, like I had to communicate with the girl that we want just to make the payment or whatever. And just from the sheer way that we communicate, men were more transactional and more direct. Where women, a lot of times, they speak with emotions and being considerate. That's why a lot of times with women, a conversation to end, and you still ain't really sure on what needs to be done or what needs to happen. With men, a lot of times, you're exactly sure on what needs to happen next. Like we're much clearer because we're just very direct and transactional. So even with that, sometimes those things can cause issues in negotiations or handling business, where if it's a man talking to a woman, we may offend the woman or whatever the case may be. If it's our woman talking to the man handling business, things may be taken out of interpretation. They may be out of line. They may try to take advantage. So it's easier a lot of times if you can have men and women. It just seems to simplify things.
I think the stuff that Sean is talking about and Sean Hampers talking about is the 99 percentile. Like when you that 99 percentile man, when you right, and then she ain't got to worry about it, and she could just, you know what I'm saying? Then whatever we say, it is what it is because they ain't got to worry about it. And it's very few men that's out there like that. Like no matter what happens, I'm gonna take care of it. You ain't got to worry about it. Just hop on this train and we gonna win.
Yeah, let's not confuse. Let's not confuse that. I mean, because now you're saying that a certain man is about this. What I'm saying is you still delegate. These tasks, right? Like, yeah. So like you can take on the responsibility of this, but listen. You have a full-time job you're trying to take care of. You have kids you're trying to take care of as well too. Like you have to delegate tasks.
No, I'm not saying
you can't do everything.
I'm not saying you can't delegate the task.
That's what I'm saying.
But to want to run it like that and to run it like that, you have to be like that. And when you are like that, you can.
I don't understand what that means.
So to be able to run it where whatever I say is how we're gonna do it, you have to be right 9 out of 10 times, 10 out of 10 most of the time, right? So you keep your average up, right? So then you could talk that talk and you can walk that walk. To be like, no, you're not gonna do this because you know I'm gonna take care of it when I get to it, right? You're on the more of the delegation. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna kumbaya. We're gonna vote on it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be either
wait, hold a second. So being there and being present as a man in that space doesn't always mean dictating the decision.
No, but your presence is known. Like we here, like.
Right, like you know.
All right, so
if I come in somewhere, you know you're not bullshitting her because I'm standing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's still I'm there. Present, right. It's still your.
I don't even have to have that much input.
Exactly, but
I'm there and I'm present.
There.
Yes.
So, but it falls back on the right decision is going to be made by you. We gonna sit here and see if we hear it till it go wrong.
No, we're gonna do what makes sense.
Yeah, but that's all the same. Yeah. Till it goes wrong. Yeah. Where we right here.
Yeah.
So
but to allow those type of interactions to happen. Your woman interacting with a man to make decisions about, first of all, about your livelihood as well,
That's the
your family livelihood, and without you present to her to make those decisions like that, like that takes that takes a lot of insight.
That
takes a lot of insight.
Trust.
And trust. And if you're not present for those things, then you're allowing it to happen without you being there. I mean, are you able to?
All right, bro. I mean, I don't know what households you guys have run or been successfully running.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Listen, I'm not saying that you haven't. I'm not saying you haven't.
Don't do that, man.
Hang on. I'm not saying you haven't, bro. I'm not saying you haven't. What I'm saying
don't
is
do that, man.
Get him, Dre.
You know what?
Dre, I completely
successful
understand
households y'all run or have.
I completely understand what
Dre's saying that it doesn't actually work like that.
It does. It works whichever way that you make it work for yourself.
It works whatever way works for your family.
Correct. So can I finish my statement then before you say don't do that? Because I'm not
saying. But you saying don't say. I don't know what kind of households y'all. I don't know what kind of percentage that you've come to. Like, come on, man.
I don't know that.
Yeah, again, but you're saying, but that's the standard. Like, it has to be a 99% successful standard.
I didn't say that. I never said that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you talk about something, you going on a tangent I didn't even talk about.
He didn't even say anything.
I didn't even finish my statement before you even.
Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead, Dre.
I know that's what he's saying. Dre said
he didn't say anything yet.
But he's trying to say, I don't know what type of successful standards you run your household by. Like there's one blanket successful standard to do it by.
Nope.
He didn't even say nothing yet.
Didn't say that. Exactly. Didn't say that.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
There's other intelligent black men in this room other than us as well too, right? So I didn't say that. What I was saying was that, like, I don't understand that, right? You could have run a household successfully that way, right? I don't understand how it runs that way because I don't have the capacity to do everything, right? I have to delegate, right? I don't have the capacity to do all the things, right? So I had to delegate certain tasks, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I meant when I said I don't understand the successful household that you run in that manner because I can't be there for everything. Like I have to go to work. I travel for work too, as well too. I can't always be at home, right? So things have to happen. Things have to successively be complete sometimes.
So in your household, besides like the waking up and daily breakfast, the other type of stuff, do you have a say so in everything that goes on?
Well, I do that as well too.
I'm not saying that you don't.
Okay,
I'm just trying to get a picture of the household that you're speaking of, because in my household, I can't get no break. Everybody's calling my name every time something needs to be done. Whether it's the toilet paper, it's Daddy, LaRon, baby. This right. So that's the and we're not just talking about in my brothers when I was growing up. All that's what it's been. LaRon, this, that. So the household experience is what is differentiates it. So for me, in mine, that's why I feel that way, and in everything because one is brought to me, and then two, I know if I want it done, I got to do it.
So we have similar households, right? Like so we have kids, right?
Yeah. Outside
of our current relationships, right? So yes, so that household is used to asking us for this, that, like they're used to us. They're used to coming to us for this type of situations, right? But I mean, I don't want to do that. Can I do it? Yes, I can do that. I don't want to do that.
But I'm not talking about So like the major decisions, do they all?
Yeah, major. Okay, toothpaste is not a major decision.
No,
like
I'm not saying something. I'm talking about.
That's what you said, though.
I'm saying besides. I said besides that.
Okay.
I said besides that. So like all the relevant stuff, how you may deem relevant, what I deem relevant, you might be different. Yeah. So all the relevant stuff, does it flow through you?
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
So that's what they're talking about. They talking about the relevant stuff flows through them, and they make it. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what you're saying.